For day 3 notes, example 5, we need to list the sides and angles of this triangle in order from least to greatest. So first thing I want to do is I want to draw a triangle and label it with the vertices J, K, and L. And now, since we know all the expressions here for the angle measures, we know that if we add all those together in a triangle, it should equal 180. So that's the first step, is to set up our equation to find x. And if we combine like terms, 2x, 10x, and 3x, we should get 15x. And then 6 minus 11 minus 10 gives me negative 15. And if I proceed to solve, we would get x is 13. Now this is important because if we plug 13 back into each expression, then we can figure out our angle measurements. Okay, so second step is to plug 13 into each angle. So for this one, for J, we would get 26 plus 6, which is 32 degrees. 130 minus 11 gives me 119 for K. And then here we would get 39 minus 10. Alright, so now we can list our sides and our angles from least to greatest. So our least, or our smallest angle, is 29. So we know that's the smallest angle. And then opposite of that would be segment JK. Then the next value we would look at is 32. So angle J, and then segment KO. Okay, and then lastly, the largest angle is angle K. That meaning the longest side is JL. So this should be listed from least to greatest for your sides and your angles. For the last problem, I'm going to again draw a triangle. Remember, these triangles are not drawn to scale. I'm going to go ahead and label it RST. And we are given the lengths. Okay? And we're also told that the perimeter of this entire triangle is 78. Okay? So if I'm given the lengths, 5x plus 7, 9x minus 16, and 2x plus 23, we set this equal to 78 since we're talking about the lengths of the sides. We're not discussing angles here. So 78. And then I would go ahead and combine my x's, which gives me 16x. Combine my numbers, give me 14. And if I solve, we get 64. If I divide by 16, we get 4. Okay, so now our next step is to take the 4 and plug it into each one of these segment lengths. So for the first one, we get 27. So RS is 27. Then we have ST. So 36 minus 16 is 20. And lastly, RT. So 26 and 23 makes 49. Alright, so now we, oh my gosh. Okay, so I'm sorry, so X is 4. So that's 8. That gives me 31. Alright, so now we got to find the smallest side. So the shortest side is 20, making angle R the smallest angle. Then we would increase to 27, so angle T, and that would give me RS. And then lastly, 31 is our longest side, so that's RT, making our angle S the largest angle. Okay, so then I've listed those from least to greatest for the angles and the sides.